Welcome back to Court Shots. Today's case might look simple on paper, just a misdemeanor charge of animal cruelty. But hold on to your gavels, because what unfolds is a 3-year circus of delays. No shows, missed communications, and one very frustrated judge. Defendant Patrick McTaggart has had nearly a dozen hearings, multiple attorneys, and countless excuses ranging from car wrecks to out-of-state moves and now, with a jury trial just 2 days away, his lawyer admits they haven't even discussed the evidence. The judge is not amused. In fact, what follows is one of the most direct and scathing bench lectures we've seen in a while. And trust us, this isn't just about one trial, it's about accountability in the justice system and the line between legal delay and courtroom chaos. Watch closely as Judge tears apart the timeline and lays out the history, step by painful step. Who's to blame for the delay? And will this trial ever actually happen? Let's dive into it.
Because of all of that, I am not prepared as counsel for him to proceed to trial on Wednesday and would ask the court for a continuance.
How is it that this matter was set for jury trial on January 27, 2025, and none of those occurrences exist, Mr. Patterson? That you have not done any of those things that you mentioned?
I think we've had some communication difficulties, but I think Mr. McTaggart will assure me that that will not happen again and that we will be able to communicate about his case.
And I'm here all week too, so.
Mr. McTaggart, do you understand we're set for jury trial in 2 days?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not ready to go, according to your attorney?
No, ma'am.
What's the state's position on this?
Well, Your Honor, I am showing that subpoenas were filed with the court some time ago. It looks like there was successful service back in April of 2025. If the court is prepared to continue this matter, the state would be respectfully insisting that any continuances in this case be assessed to the defense for speedy trial purposes.
Mr. Patterson, have you had a contact information for Mr. McTaggart?
We do have contact information for him, Your Honor.
Is this a situation where your firm just didn't have time to see him because of the volume, or did he just not make himself available to you?
Judge, I apologize to the court. We're getting into an area that's probably prohibited from discussing. It's more of attorney-client privilege, I believe, and I think ethical duties would foreclose me from getting too far into that. Needless to say, there have been no discussions between my client and I about the facts of the case.
Mr. McTaggart, this case has been going on for quite some time. Allegedly, this cruelty to animals took place July 19th of the year 2022. 3 years have almost passed, and you have not gone to trial in this case. 3 years on a Class A misdemeanor. Your first appearance in this case was October 24th of 2022. Then you had a failure to appear November 14th, 22. Then you had a failure to appear December 5th of 22. You told the court on November 27th of 23 that you were hiring attorney Lonnie Hodgney, and we continued the case. You called January 22nd of 24 wanting your case continued because you'd wrecked your car driving for court. You were advised that you could appear by Zoom. January 23rd, 24, you couldn't be here. But you had just paid your attorney, January 22nd, 24. You failed to appear February 26th of 24. September 9th of 24, you said you had retained you were going to retain your attorney the following day, but that the attorney moved out of state, or another attorney you were going to hire had moved out of state. I'm not sure which. November 18th of 24 was your first appearance with Attorney Patterson. January 27 of this year, 2025, you were with Mr. Patterson, and at that time you wanted a jury trial, and you were given the date of May 19th. And now I find out you've not had contact to look at your evidence or to prepare for trial with Mr.
And there
Patterson.
it is, Judge puts it bluntly. 3 years, multiple missed court dates, and now the defense still isn't ready. When a class of misdemeanor takes longer to prosecute than some felonies, you know something's off. What's striking? Here is the tone. This isn't just procedural frustration. It's personal. The judge is clearly fed up, not just with the legal delays, but with what seems like a complete lack of urgency from the defendant. And here's a question for you viewers. If you were facing jail time for animal cruelty, wouldn't you want to? Review your case thoroughly and show up on time. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think McTaggart is being careless? Or is this just a broken system enabling delay after delay?
October.
I'll be
Are
ready.
you're going to contact your attorney? You're going to meet with your attorney? You're going to look at evidence with your attorney? Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
I am continuing this at the defendant's request to September 29th. Be here at 8 a.m. by Zoom. Your jury trial is scheduled to begin October 1st and go through the 2nd of 2025. Be here in person, live and in person at 8 a.m. that day. I'm ordering you to contact your attorney and set up a time to go through all of those things he said you haven't done yet. And if you don't, you could lose your bond. You could wait in jail. So I know Mr. Patterson can get a hold of you. So I know you'll be here for court. Anything further, Mr. Aguirre?
Your Honor, under these circumstances, the state would respectfully request the court make a ruling as to whether any prior continuances in this case are to be assessed against the state for speedy trial purposes.
Well, I think the continuances so far, for the most part, are obviously at the defendant's.
And Judge, I have not reviewed that. I would not take a position. I would have to have time to do that. I don't know that it's an issue that is before the court today, so I'm not sure we need to get into that.
I'm not going to get into it. I will. I'm sure between now and October you can look at that, Mr. Patterson. But from what I've just gone over, it looks like the defendant has created all of these delays. So if we have to take it up
So
later,
after all the chaos, judge gives him one last chance. Trial pushed to October. But with a stern warning, no more excuses. The judge even reminds him he could lose his bond and sit in jail if he doesn't finally meet with his lawyer. It's a rare moment where courtroom patience meets breaking point. The prosecution wants the delays assessed to the defense. And even Mr. Patterson, the latest in a line of attorneys, is treading lightly. What does this all mean? That in court, excuses have an expiration date. If you found this case as frustrating and fascinating as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your take in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns every week. This is Court Shots, where every hearing has a story.